Oh my god, this story has become more tragic for me. Hi peeps and assalamualaikum. Welcome back to channel What's Up 6.0, and tonight I'm gonna tell a story about tragedy that happened in Malaysia, and the story is about Highland Tower. With me, Najwa Imanina binti Osman, and I am gonna tell a story with you tonight. So basically, we know that Highland Tower was collapsed on 11 December on 1993, which is in Taman Hillview, Ulu Klang, Selangor, Malaysia. So Highland Towers was built by three blocks, which is Block 1, Block 2, and Block 3. And then the Block 1 collapsed from a major landslide caused by heavy rains that burst diversion pipes. So we know that Highland Tower is built in a twin blocks, which is twin blocks that connected by the lift and stairs in the middle of the block. So, the collapse of Block 1 resulted 48 deaths. After the collapse of Block 1, and then the residents of other two blocks and neighboring establishments was evacuated due to safety concern. Highland Towers was constructed at the western base of the steeply sloped hill, which is terraced extensively in the early 1980s. So, imagine that Block 1 was the southernmost building, Block 2 was built northwest of Block 1, and then the Block 3 was built west of the Block 2. How Highland Towers can collapse? Here's the story. So, in 1991, the construction of the Bukit Antarabangsa Development Project began on the hilltop behind Highland Towers. So, due to the clearing of the trees and the land covering plants on the hill, so the soil at the behind of the hill became susceptible and caused to the land erosion. So, the soil erosion and landslide lead to the eventual destabilization of Block 1's foundation. So, the collapse was begin with the crack. We call it as the East Creek. It started crack when water was diverted from a local stream to bypass the building site. But the piping was not too strong enough to contain the extra and more water, so it will cause the pipe burst in the worst way at several locations, especially the foundation of the Block 1, which is the Block 1 will absorb for more excess water. So, in December 1993, the area experienced a prolonged period of heavy rainfall, which is it caused the soil to become muddy. And then shortly after that, water was observed flowing down to the slope and the down of the hill. So that is the big why, or the big cause why the Highland Towers collapsed. Due to tragedy of Highland Towers, rescue team from Japan and France joined the rescue team, and then the French civil defense team arrived at the disaster site to assist in the rescue operations. Oh my god, this story has become more tragic for me. Day by day, the rescue team continued dug into the building until the third and fifth floors, and then the rescue team discovered about 29 decomposed bodies around the third floor and the fifth floor at the staircase. You can imagine that when the building collapsed, the residents are truly in the panic way, so they use the staircase instead of the lift, and then that's the right way to save yourself, but it's will be the more tragic because the building is not collapsed in drop down way, but it's collapsed slowly in slow motion with double like sandwich. You can imagine that. So 31 years pass, but the Highland Towers tragedy is still in memory. Years by year, the two blocks others and still stay at the hills of the hilltop were abandoned. Because of the multiple deaths in the area, some of the residents witnesses that the area was haunted. So, because of the rumors said the other two buildings was haunted, that was attract the practitioner of paranormal to do their paranormal activities. Do you guys know about Highland Towers movie directed by Pierre Andre? So if you want to know the vibes of the Highland Tower, how the environment, how the vibes, and how the situations, and how the feeling of horror station, you guys can watch the Highland Towers movie. So also the documentary about Highland Tower collapse, and then you can feel how I feel right now. Okay, that's all from my story. I hope you guys enjoy, and then feel free to watch next episode in our What's Up 6.0. So I think that's it. Thank you for listening, and bye bye.